Hello everyone, I'm Chaotic. Welcome back to the stream. So today's stream is gonna be pretty chillin', I think. I can't see this being too difficult at least. We are finally going to begin doing some blood magic. So we've somehow managed to avoid it in all of our approximately 93 hours that we've been playing so far. We have not actually worked on blood magic yet. I am finally hitting the point though where it is going to gate me on more forward progress because the Bloodmaster Tome, as you would expect from the name, does require blank slates, which is very basic blood magic. Very basic blood magic. But I figure today we're going to try to push through as much of the mod as I can before I end up stopping the stream because I feel like I'm dying. So that's the plan. That's the plan. We're going to do some blood magic today. Hopefully. It's pretty fun. At least hopefully it's not horrible. I guess more so. Let's get this started. Rudimentary snares. We found them they spawn in chests inside of it spawns inside of a skystone chest that's in a random like villager building. You can also just make them. They're extremely easy, so getting them doesn't really save you like a whole lot. It just saves you a little bit. Okay. Hellfire Forge. Why is this even a recipe? These things are always so weird to me. I find it kind of funny. I don't know why they're like that though. Alright, Hellfire Forge. We'll need a Demonic Will to get our altar, which we get from rudimentary snaring something and then killing it. Let's go up here. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to start the blood magic altar out on some grass somewhere for now. I'm not sure where I want to do it yet. Because I do want to build it its own structure. They're very large to build out a full altar, and so they just wouldn't fit properly in this building. Because while my building's pretty large, it couldn't fit in a corner. It's actually substantially larger than one of the corners would be. I don't really want it to ruin the aesthetic. Jesus. I don't want it to ruin the aesthetic too badly, so I'm thinking building its own individual building, maybe over over in this section, behind where the miners are currently getting lawn based at, would be a play. I really do need to start building everything into stuff, but I'm kind of just waiting until I start getting more foundational things done. We'll probably at some point have a whole base overhaul. And if we don't, I apologize. But just double check. Yeah, a little bit of runium, a little bit of pure fluix. But we need our demonic will. Okay, so Hellfire Horde, we'll put it over here as well. We're gonna have a magic area. It should be together. I was considering putting the Hellfire Forge and stuff inside the base, but I want a... How many altars do I want? We need one altar for blood generation of some kind. We need one altar to fill my personal network with blood, so that I can like run rituals and such without them running out. And then we need an altar to do slate automation. So in theory we need 3 altars. We could also technically get away with just 2. Could just make 3. Could just say ball. Let's fill in this whole section real fast. Just get a bunch of grass. This guy away. Take this guy out. Grass. Okay. Leveled out a nice little area here. That should be fine. Up with the trash can. I don't want whatever these grammar leaves types are from extra trees from the little shrub that we got. Get rid of the flowers too. Okay. I say all that. I say okay 4 times, and there's still a few more things I was just gonna break to get out of the way. Oh, canola. Canola seed. We will do, for one, all of this is claimed, correct? Yeah, we have all this claimed for quite a ways out. I don't remember what the max size altar is. Actually, you could probably check, right? It's just gonna show his personal ones. So the Inspectorus Scandalum. Okay, so this will let us set up a thing for each tier so that we can get all the way to tier 6, so we can get the visual for that. Because I am curious. I don't remember how large it is. I do remember, I'm pretty sure it's larger than a chunk on its own. I want to say it was like a 17 by 17 or a 19 by 19 or something like that. A max one, which is pretty large. So we need to kill something after we rudimentary snare it. Put away this. Where's our little battery at? There he is. And the rule for demonic will, super simple. Higher HP it has, I think the higher the odds that the will is good. Little amphibites, you don't have a lot. I actually thinking about it, I don't have particles on high. There we go. Now we should be able to see the visual particles whenever they're hit properly. They get little white particles around them. Like that. There you go. That should have given me a, a few will. Should be fine for now at least. A 1.95, a 2.73, a 1.73, and a 3.41. Okay, well, all of those actually ended up pretty good. Better than expected. With this sword, we don't need it for now. We will use our 1.73. So, actually, we're going to use 3 of these anyways. We'll keep the 3.41, we'll use the other 3. That should be fine. So we need a few iron furnaces. I'm actually kind of surprised. I felt like I'd already made some of these at some point, but I guess not. Need a little bit of stone. Grab some runium. Sure. Pure flukes. Well, wasn't paying attention. I immediately used the better of the wills. I used the 3.4 for the very first blood altar. a little a little oops. But I guess that's okay. All this away. Just because we don't need any of that right now. Alright. Basic blood altar. Actually, forget I don't need to walk over there now too. I forgot I made this yesterday. So we need a sacrificial dagger. Put this guy down. Let's grab a book. Sacrificial dagger, if you stand near it, then you just right click, it'll just take HP away from you. We have quite good healing though. Because we're getting the mix of half of the heart of healing or whatever every time it procs, or full heart of healing from the shanks. And then our saturation every like 5 seconds or so gets auto-filled to full as well from the Lifestone from Project D. So it's pretty nice. That would be something. I guess I could get a Lifestone on a pedestal near the altar. Maybe that would be one reason to build a pedestal. And then you can do self-sacrifice really fast. I think just a digital agonizer though later on is substantially better. Put a book on here. That gives us this guy. The tier 6. Okay, so 6 is the best. Oh, I guess it makes sense. It's on the bottom block. So this being the highest block typically of an altar, it would probably have an issue showing this. Oh wait, no. Okay, we could see the tops. So this might not even be the edge either. Like look how massive this is. This is why I can't put them in there. Yeah, these are exceptionally large structures, and we're gonna make 3 of them. It's gonna be a little bit much. We're gonna need to clear out some more area, I think, too. Oh, gosh. Do we go that way? Do we layer them on top of each other? Maybe we put them in a building in this spot. Build a building to fit the bottom one to its full height, and then multi-story the altars up. Put some kind of like design on the side or something, possibly. If I am good enough at building for that. We'll have to find out. Okay, so that's cool that that guy shows. Let's move this guy up then. How tall was that? I want to say 11 blocks up should give us enough space to see it all the way, right? So what, like 3 more blocks then? Yeah. Jump. Okay. That's a pretty good size structure. That's pretty big. That's definitely not lacking too much. I forget what that block is. Gold crystal block, maybe? I don't remember. We got a lot of slates we're gonna need today, is what I'm determining right now. I think we have 69 hours in the time of the bottle. I'm gonna drop this 2 more blocks, put this even with this ground section here. Probably. 2 more. There we go. Sorry, tree. Gotta go. Okay, nice. Alright. Kill him pretty easy. The weak blood orb. What does this guy take again? Just a diamond. Pretty sure the weak blood orb is made in a tier 1. Yeah. So it's just gonna use 2,000 blood to make this guy. That'll be the start to our stuff for an altar. We need to move that Hellfire Forge actually as well soon. Maybe we'll move him up next to this altar since this one's gonna be my main one for a while, no doubt. Okay, this guy will finish that soon. Let's grab some smooth stone. Start getting some blank slates as well. After this guy finishes. Okay. So the Celestial Manipulator is going to be made from blood magic stuff. I was like, why is that right there? I thought maybe it was going to ask that it was needed for something. Gold, redstone, blue dye of any kind, and glass to make some Tartarics with some demonic will. How much do we need? We need 1 will. Okay, so this guy can make both of our Tartarics. So, this guy. Link him to me. Let's start making a slate. Glass. Blue dye. Lapis, I guess. Gold. Another one. And then, what else? This will make 1 gem. So you should always make 2 gems whenever you're doing this with Hellfire Forges and such, because you need a gem itself of like a high enough will amount to upgrade each gem, so you might as well just make them in a duet like immediately. And technically, I probably want an extra one of these too, actually thinking about it. Actually, no, this will be fun. Yeah, this will be okay. Because I do want a grand gem. Because a grand can be used on, or maybe greater? Maybe a greater Tartaric. Yeah, a greater Tartaric gem can be used on my shuriken, and it'll make mobs drop will automatically without needing a rudimentary snare at all. Which means I can just murder them en masse. And just simply have Tartaric gems on me, and it'll fill up the will value very quickly. But yeah, so we need to get to a greater first, which requires us to get to a common, which requires us to get to a lesser. So there's some will to start out with for sure. Requirement-wise. This demonic will has a little bit left in it. It can be used for basic things like arcane ashes and stuff. That's fun, actually. White dye, cold gunpowder, stuff like that. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so that's the petty gem started. We're gonna need the Demon Crucible, although that's moderately expensive. It's a it requires a base will amount of 400, so you need one of the higher 2 gems for it. Worry about that in a little bit. I guess we do need the arcane ashes, so I forget. I've got the thing on me. I was only not really wanting to go and get the stuff for it because it was gonna be a pain, I thought, but I'm literally just able to yoink it. I forget. Ashes. You need coal and redstone. Perfect. Should make us a set of arcane ashes. Not bad. So yeah, making the binding reagent for a bound blade is moderately expensive, so we'll worry about that later. Alchemy table. I forget what this guy can even do. I know he makes the dust. I remember that part. Does he do anything else other than the potions? Okay, he can dye things. Okay, Essence of Darkness. That's moderately expensive. Okay, so not much, so I'm not going to really worry about that right now. The next plan of action would be to keep these guys going. It should only take yeah, so it takes 2 per. But we can make 1 blank rune and then EMC the rest of them, which is very nice. I like that they did that, like super nice quality of life change that I don't need 1,000,001 basic slates to build out like the foundations of the altar. For the upgrades and stuff, you'll need to make all of them manually, but otherwise you're chilling. What's up, AWAB? Welcome back, welcome back. What do I want to do for the accent for all of this? I think we're just going to keep our marble brick as like the accent on this one, since all of this stuff's going to be like kind of darkish and red. Like marble brick might be a good opposing color scheme. Thank you. How's it going? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. How's it going for you this morning? So we'll sub this. I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. Sub this with here. Put away our crescent hammer. We need a stone brick specifically. I'm pretty sure that's actually required. Actually, can this be anything? All right, now I don't remember if the pillar can be anything or not. I think the pillar can be anything. It can be anything? Okay. I had to think about it for a second. That's what I was starting to think as well. Because I was like, I remember doing a different design at one point for one of these. Put away that guy. Take out a stack of glowstone. Doing good. Just finished setting up your energy core from Draconic. Nice, nice. Now the fun part is, now you gotta fill it up. You're morally and legally obligated to. It is such a pain to maintain the vision on this, because if the blood altar's not on my screen, it calls it immediately. It's only a tier 4 one. Your 4 turbines should do it overnight. Yeah. These ones are blood bricks or whatever they are, so don't have those yet. Couple bricks. A lot more of these guys. There we go. Okay. That wasn't supposed to be stone bricks. I'm dumb. Throwing them away. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. They messed me up. On the corner. But it's good seeing I'm inputting 1.4 million into the system, so I'm constantly using around 200 to 300,000 passively for my machines. I don't remember what my exact passive usage is, but I can check. It's pretty easy. I have a flex point around here somewhere. I think there's one right here. There it is. I'm using about 160,000 RF a tick. 165k for my passiving. Everything that's actively running, although that does include 3 miners, and these guys are by far the biggest power draw. 20k for that guy, I think 30k for this one, yeah, so that's 50. And this guy as well is another 45. So 95,000 of my 165,000 is just these 3 miners. And then yeah, so the other like 70-ish thousand is this guy's using a couple thousand now, yeah, 2,300. This guy rocks only 160, so cheap. This guy did actually make 2 stacks of Mika, by the way. We were correct. Oh, and I made 2 more speed modifiers for this guy, so he goes pretty fast now. We're up to 460 Chironite, so we should be able to upgrade that guy at some point soon too. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. Depends. I'm feeling really under the weather today. My sickness is just getting worse before it gets better. So I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming and such today, unfortunately. I would like to get blood magic to like a good state before the stream ends though. I think that's kind of the goal on the day. I don't really see much of a reason that I couldn't moderately quickly progress all the way through blood magic. Rest is important. Yeah, for sure. It's destroying me. I don't even know what I'm sick with, but whatever it is, it does not like me. Because I've been sick for a while now, and I keep expecting it, like, I keep expecting to have a day where it starts getting better, and then every single day, it just gets a bit worse, and I'm like, well, there it goes. I'm dying. That's it. But no, I'll be fine soon. I can't imagine it continues for that much longer. Okay. So the pillars here. Here, I'll just build this guy all the way out. Also, looking at that, that's a beacon, isn't it? That's what that block is. I was confused on what the block was there. It's a beacon. The only gate would probably be how much LP some of the crafts would need. That's true. Some of them are really LP heavy. I don't have I haven't moved into like any kind of DML, so I can't like get an agonizer or anything like that either. Not yet at least. Okay, 7 up. You might want to grab a liquid meat bucket. and sit inside it while doing the altar. It keeps your saturation full. That's true. I forgot I could do that. I haven't. I was just thinking about how I wanted to do that too. I was contemplating trying to get the stuff together to make a dark matter pedestal. Cause like it's not that bad. It just needs carbonite. It's the only thing I don't have at least. Oh, never mind. Mithrilium block. I missed that part. I'm not doing that right now then. I was gonna do that and then put a lifestone on it. And I was like, that'd probably be pretty dope. Cause like just having lifestone on you in the first place is already pretty good. And then so if you have one on an altar or on a dark matter pedestal near you too, it goes off quite nicely. Loot fabricator for carbonite. Yeah. The issue is it's just gonna be all that ended up going into other mods that I didn't feel like doing yet today, so I think I will probably grab a bucket of liquid meat though. That's a good idea. I remember I used to do that in like old Minecraft. I haven't used a bucket of liquid meat in a while though. I remember that being like an OG tip for like just playing the game in general anyways. I forget which skyblock it was, but I remember a skyblock I had it. I jumped into a rabbit hole doing deep learning. Yeah, it feels like that's kind of like a day-long project. It's gonna happen. Those ones are the bloodstone bricks. These are beacons on this corner, right? I'm pretty sure. I think all of these are beacons. Yeah, they're beacons? Okay. I thought I was pretty sure they were. It's been a little while since I've done blood magic. um. Ooh, yeah. You know what? That's the flex. We're gonna do all of them as stellar alloy blocks below the beacons. Do I need to? No. We're going to anyways though. Yeah. You get to start building quite nicely whenever you have 500,000 of the ingot. It's funny. These beacons shall be small providers of speed. I'm gonna totally hate this later. And then I'll probably take their emerald from them, but that's okay. Now I'm faster near my altar. Alright. My god. Okay. This guy should be moderately simple. You can also hold a Hydra heart in your bar for regen. Ooh, I actually forgot about that. I wonder if I got one from the Hydra I killed. I did. Nice. Good calls, good calls. Alright. Liquid meat. We have a little bit of liquid meat. Decent amount of pink slime. Quite a lot of liquid meat. Let's grab our bucket. Thanks for the liquid meat bucket. I think the max it gives is region 4. Yeah, that plus an enchanted golden apple plus the liquid meat goes hard. Yeah, I imagine all of this combined on top of sorry, I'm dying. All of this combined on top of also having the life stone active and having the ring of Odin, which I think gives me some extra healing too, is should be quite the benefits. Towards production speeds of everything. Um, Ow. So we're gonna need the weak blood shard, which needs the bound blade. The bound blade's gonna require us to get binding reagent. Binding reagent's gonna need a higher tier Tartaric gem. So we'll need at least a common, which is gonna need a lesser. So we're actually gonna need to go and get a bunch of will is I guess what our first goal is. Um what our easiest way of going about that be? Definitely getting the sword. What is it called? The sentient sword. Oh, I was like, why would that cost this much? It's because it's a specialty one. Petty gem and an iron sword with no will needed. Nice. Figure I'll just use the sentient sword so that I can actually get a decent amount of will moderately quickly. Okay, we're gonna need to make another petty gem now too. Forgot that I was gonna just use it. Gold and a lapis. Because you really want to make these in pairs early on so you don't have to deal with any of the annoyance. The petty gem takes one will, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Actually, that should be fine. Let's go and find something to kill. You're not getting any will from the passive mobs? No. Of course you don't. This sword will start doing more damage the more will I have. Right? That's how the sentient sword works. As well. That sword needs enchants. Yeah, I agree. It's a little scuffed. I feel like I'm pretty sure I remember that being like a thing. Did he just shoot me in the head and I bounced it off? I got it. We're gonna go and make our other guy. Yeah, we're gonna need to increase the sword's capabilities. Because once we get this guy, once we get one of our gems up to a greater gem, then we can just throw that onto the shuriken, and that'll be fine at that point. But until then, this guy's gonna be needed. How hard is it to make a repair talisman? We get magic dust. Okay, we could run towers for magic dust. I think I'd want a repair talisman for this guy. I guess I could just give it mending too. Should be fine. We have plenty. Let's actually make this real fast before I forget about it. Probably have some dust in your mob farm. Very possibly. I wasn't sure if the mobs that could drop dust were boss mobs or like specialty planet mobs or something. I haven't eaten this one. Where is my... I do have some. Did I just miss it? Well, I have a stack in here, so you're correct. I'm just blind, I guess. I need to see it. I miss it. Sugar. Am I just blind? Oh, that's sugar. I'm blind? Okay, no, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I didn't see any dust in here. I was like, I was pretty sure I saw sugar, but no. I was like, how did you spot that so quickly? I'm like, I looked at it and I was pretty sure I didn't see any. We did end up having some anyways, though. In the you were correct. I did have some in my mob farm, so that's a win. Is this guy up here? Oh, we can't put him up here. He goes in the belt slot. That's fine. I'll start repairing this sword too. That's also nice because it'll start repairing my armor as well, which is just convenient. What kind of I was confused with sugar. That's fair enough. It's very, very close. It's the same texture and it's close in color too, especially watching through like a stream or something. What kind of enchantments do I want for this guy? Looting 4 sounds pretty good. Come on, man. Just, I'm never gonna escape it. I will forever and always have warp. I swear I'm gonna make the fucking Omathal warp cleanser at some point, and I'm still gonna have warp. It's gonna be incredible. Sharpness 7. I think it's the highest I can get to outright without doing any kind of specialty enchanting stuff, right? Yeah, I don't think I could combine this any higher. Where's our anvil? Did I make a sharpness 8? Oh wait, shit, I can make a sharpness 8. I don't think I'll need the mending, just because I made the repair talisman now. So, I doubt I'll ever swing it enough to break the sword. Like, I'll keep an eye on it. It should be fine without it. Then, now I need to see how high of a sharpness level I can just make with an anvil. I would have assumed that 8 would have already been too high. Okay, 8. Damn it. Okay. Away this 1-8 then. We'll take our looting 4 book, because that's pretty sweet. And corrosive seems pretty cool. Making mobs take more damage the more times they're hit. I think I'm fine with that. An XP boost, sure. Why not? Okay, so sharpness first. Then we'll do our looting. We'll do our corrosive. And we can't put on this one. I don't know why we can't put on an experience boost, but that's fine by me. That's okay. 10.5 attack damage now, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get stronger as I gain more will as well. It's because it's got the extra looting levels and stuff too. Now, we should be hitting a little bit harder. Hang glider's gone again. I think I destroyed it again. Nope, they're in there. I love how the super enchanted version casually has sharpness 50. Yeah, to be fair, by the time you're getting to that, the all of the mobs casually have like 40 armor, so I guess it's fair game, right? God, he still takes no damage. I guess he takes 3 damage now instead of none. Hold on, actually, would it be worth to make a wooden sharpness 8 does absolutely nothing? Yep, it literally doesn't matter. I'm contemplating if it'd be worth it to auto spawn some guards in that are kind of healthy with a wooden spike. I just don't know how long it's gonna take a wooden spike to drop them to half a heart. Because I just need the killing blow to be with the sword. I don't think anything else matters. Oh my gosh. I'm dying. um, hmm. Are you using the Flux, Electrum, Dragon Bone, Terrasteel, Enderium Shuriken? Yeah, that's exactly what my Shuriken has on it. Dragon Bone, Enderium, Terrasteel, Flux. It absolutely bops now with here. Where's my battery? My battery, make sure my mana's good. Yeah. I should have a dummy in here. Target, no. Practice? No. What's it called? Hash dummy. It has EMC, so I must have just EMC'd the one I had. Yeah, the Shuriken now is doing pretty good. You can make that mana tablet that links into a pool so it never runs out. Well, I made the greater band of mana, so it has like 2 million. And I need to get rid of this guy now. I think I need to punch him with an empty hand, right? And then I have the dispersive thing on my pool that's above me. So anytime I'm ever anywhere like around this bottom floor, or I go up to the second floor at all, this pool right here, this augment, always this spark, I mean, always sends me mana immediately. So I pretty much just stay passively charged all the time. So how's this going? Nice, they all maxed. This made all of the empowered gravitite too. It's a bunch of extra for the fusion stuff. And then if I ever need any of these empowered blocks, I have all. Wait, what's this one? Palace? Why would Palace be getting blocked? That would be the problem. What happened to this one? I swear I gave this one a flex point. What could have happened to its flex point? Odd. Okay, well now it continues. Interesting. I was like, wait, why are all of these stacked? But then I noticed that one didn't have any in it. I'm not sure how I would have lost a flex point, but I don't know. Damn it, man. My fault, stole that one. Ah, I see, I see. Now you're good, you're good. You needed it more than I did. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying just to delay having to hit mobs a million times. Oh, you know what, actually, hold on. Maybe Nether Roof is a better idea. Because they're like the hounds and stuff that are healthy, they have a lot of HP, so they'll give good demonic will amounts. But they, does holding offhand still work? That's a great question, I have no idea. Yeah, if I could just like offhand it and then shuriken someone. I guess we'd test. Well, if I'm gonna test that, I want to test in the overworld. Ow. a second. There we go. Link our inventory to that one now. We shall go and see. Mob killing time. Be pretty sweet if it did. I got bug eye. The bone creatures are so irritating. They're ranged immune, and then they give you like the weakness effect or whatever. I like it. Son is 7 or something? Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're like, oh, yeah, no, I can't move now. Okay. That should be enough to check. Where's my guy? Also, it's kind of funny. I think I use my terminal power sometimes whenever I shoot this. If I don't have enough battery power, I think it just starts yoinking from my terminal. Let's see. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. Okay, back to my nether idea. Because I'm pretty sure plenty of the mobs that spawn on the nether roof, nether roof just being the easiest because you can see them all. I think most of those guys don't spawn in with Bloodmaster armor, which is the biggest reason why I'm doing like 4 damage to people, is Bloodmaster armor is disgusting. That's my boss killing section. Gas. Go to this guy. Like, yeah, he's a flame walker. He has 98 HP, so he's like decent in that regard, but I don't think he has any armor whatsoever. Also fire immune because of the Ring of Odin, so. Really gonna have to kill Sentient Sword? Yep. Oh, it's working great though. Already at 61 in one of them. Flammable dust? I didn't think this dropped from guys. Look, it shows that it drops only from the Wither and the Nethengaic Wither. I didn't think it could just drop from a Flame Walker. Ring of Odin's amazing. Yeah, it's super sweet. Yeah, yeah. No, this is the play for the will for sure. Now, do I get up on the 2 wildfires enough? I don't know why they stopped shooting, but yes, I do. Okay, so I'm completely capped out on that now. Yeah, my damage did go up a little bit too, I noticed. My damage is at, okay, bro. Stop it, Bam Bam. My damage was at 10.5, and now it's at 12 on the sword. So the Sentient Sword does get stronger as you, gain more will. I'm pretty sure that's standard. We'll just use this guy. Okay. We'll go upgrade this. I'm dying. I like it. Not a fan. Alright. What's the stake? Lapis block, redstone block, and a diamond. That's the standard. Some mod packs have it disabled though, but they enabled the offhand thing. I see, I see. Put away this extra stuff. Those anymore. Gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be back. Okay. I'll just try to slowly make progress. Grab some diamonds, lapis, redstone blocks. So craft one of these up. Keeps its will, right? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Could never keep its will. That'd be too easy. Put this guy in my secondary inventory then, so that it doesn't auto yoink the will I pick up. So that we can go and fill this guy first. Then we'll fill this one too after, before we come back next. Damn, that exploded really quick. Okay, I guess they always do that. Yeah, I just had to check it the third time. $864, let's just pick up this will. Yeah, so like that one guy, because I have looting for especially, dropped 15 will. That's pretty good. Die. Put this in my hotbar so I can keep track of it a little bit better. So much the annoying like champion loot or whatever. Okay. Another flame walker. I'll spot too. Not bad. You guys climb up to me. I don't like you guys sitting in the fire. So I think I lose their will. Oh no, okay, so it just auto gives it to me. That Embrake gave me a lot. That Embrake gave me like a third of the total will I needed, I think. You gave me a good amount too. You guys gave me a little bit each. Another hell spot. This guy should finish off the will needed, I think. Nope, not quite. At least I don't think that's full will. Okay, 256. Now we're full. Alright, that fills up both of those. Let's go back. Okay. Get rid of some of this nonsense. I'll all of that. Okay. Now let's grab our lesser. So let's make. Unfortunately, I didn't even need to fill this guy in hindsight. I wish there was something to use him on that I like actually cared about. Ah, whatever. Use the lesser on this guy. This will make a second lesser, and then to make a common gem out of this guy, we're gonna need a minimum of 240. 236, of course, right? I should have been storing away the extra will after. That'd been a better play. This gives us another lesser though, so we'll put this guy away. We need to go and kill one guy. One singular bad mob, essentially. I figure we can just go and hit up this battle tower for it real fast. If needed. A piranha. I don't think it'll give much though. Kind of curious. 236 to 24. Damn, 244. I got 8 from that guy. That was more than I expected. Well, that's all I needed. We go back. Oh god. I'll kill you guys in a second. Okay. Lesser, make one of these guys into a common. Where's that? Okay. Common Tartaric Gem. Takes a lesser and imbued slate, which is a tier 3 altar. Which is what I already have, I think, right? Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, yeah. And it's at tier 3 because it has the glowstone setup, so. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This guy should be able to just take a stone. Guess I'm gonna need a couple of these. That's pretty good. I do golden apple on top of it. Yeah, it's not even close at that point. I fill up the altar too quickly. My altar can't even drain fast enough. It's pretty neat. Okay, that's one imbued slate. Let's do another. Not bad. I'm quite tanky now with everything that, with all these buffs. You just cruise up to a boss fight with an interdiction torch and a bucket of meat, and then a golden apple on, and then a Hydra in your hotbar. Are they ever gonna kill you? What are they gonna do? Okay, imbued slates. Diamond, gold block, imbued slate. Gold block. Ah! I don't like this. I don't like coughing so much. It's very irritating. Okay, diamond, gold block. Then our 2 imbued slates are 2 gold blocks. Put this here. Where's our other lacer? There it is. This guy will make us a common. Perfect. And then we'll send him over. Shift right clicking to get all the wool out of this guy and put him in the other one. I remember that mechanic. I wish I should have used it earlier, so I didn't waste a bunch. Common Tartarics get turned into what? Greater Tartarics? Yes, so a common does get turned into a greater, but we need to get blood shards first with bound blades, which isn't that hard. So, oh, and demon wool crystals. I forgot about that part. Okay, so commons will be the highest that we can get to for now. So we'll go get this guy filled up. The arrow went right over my head, I saw. Surprised I haven't eaten a golden curry yet, actually. Just send that guy out to oblivion. Okay, spiders don't seem to get the armor buff, so. Okay, I'm starting to kill these guys in not horrible amounts of time. Love to see it. Okay, I'd love to see that a lot less. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Okay. That'll be fine, we'll move all this over for now. Into that guy, and I think that gets me enough will to... I want to say that's enough to both do my lesser, or my other common Tartaric gem, and to make the binding reagent needed for the bound blade. Binding reagent is just 400. Yeah, we got 500. Nice. Okay, put away this. That guy. Learn the bento. No particular reason other than I guess just to have it. Put away both of those. Our Infurium, Chelicerae, Spider Eyes. Okay. Binding reagent. Redstone, glowstone, gunpowder, gold, nugget. Gunpowder. Where's my guy? I think. Binding reagent. Grab our arcane ashes. We'll draw them on like right here. It's fine. Diamond sword. I don't remember if this needed LP or not. Did I have it? Oh gosh. Did I do this again? Oh my. How do I not remember any of this? Actually, Akashic Tome. Already have the Sanguine in here, right? Nope, okay, never mind. Yeah, let's make it. Oh, nice. Thank you, Eagle Archer, for the follow. Appreciate it. Mod pack is this? This is called MeatBallCraft. MeatBallCraft Dimensional Ascension. It's an expert pack where things are moderately interlinked, but it's not quite as narrow in its path as other experts are. It gives you a little bit more leeway on like what you actually feel like doing, what you like working on. Although you are forced to play through most of the mods, it's not like you do this mod and then this mod and then this mod. So it's pretty nice. Okay. Break that back apart. Welcome back. It's bad timing. Eldritch Guardian, could you leave me alone, please? Thanks. My gosh. Have you played Divine Journey 2? Yes. Yes, I have. That is the pack I was talking about, that you're directly doing what you want, like what it wants you to do the whole time, pretty much. That was like what came to mind directly. Still a fun pack, though. Is it Binding Reagent first and then the sword? Yeah, that's how this works. I did it backwards last time. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Okay. This will give us the Bound Blade. The Bound Blade can be used to kill guys, and we should be able to get weak blood shards from that occasionally. Thanks for the Prime, man. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, thank you so much, man. Oh, God. See if I can get some saturation. I still can't see, but I know there's skeletons right here. Skeleton horse incident. I think out of most expert packs, DJ2 is still my favorite. Maybe Meatball my second favorite now, pushing Nama Factory to third place. My biggest issue, because I really liked Divine Journey, my biggest issue with it by far is I hate magic. So, as one would expect, a mod pack that is heavily based around a lot of Magic mods, um, is like not a super fun time. You're gonna die eventually. Weak blood charge drop from anybody, right? Any mob. I want to say killed with the bound blade. I don't remember there being a restriction on that. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, well. Come on. 1 HP on the creeper and then... Get away from me, zombie. What an annoyance. We need a few of these because we need this one to make the large bloodstone tiles, which we'll need for the altars. That's what goes on the corner to make a tier 4 altar, I think. We'll need one each for the oh, damn it, man. God, it's killing me. We need one each for the 2 gems we want. And a couple graders. Oh, trust me, I despise magic, but I think DJ2 taught me how to enjoy them. And it was a tad bit more popular than MeatBallCraft. It's easy to look up stuff. That's true. Yeah, it was very easy, and also it had already been around for a long time by the time I messed with it. So it was there were pretty much no bugs or anything either. It was pretty on point by then. Just want an extra one. Or I guess I need 2 more. That's what I'm currently going for. 2 more weak blood shards. My favorite bug that they fixed was the Endervoir filling up your hunger bar. Wow. Wait, why would it fill up your hunger? How does it even happen? What kind of bug is that? Can I enchant this? Yeah, I can. Hold on, we just go back to base. We're giving this thing looting 4. I don't have a good reason not to do that. I'll probably want those ashes back later, but we'll just pull them out as needed. That's fine. Okay. Looting 4 was this one. It kept your meat feeder filled up. Interesting. Obscure, but I guess slightly useful bug. Like, I get food. Because the liquid from Endervoir bowls was not whitelisted to water only. Ah, okay. I see, I see. That makes sense. Oh, you know what I thought about actually? There's a thing I did a callstone for that would probably be pretty easy to get kills. Because I think it has like a bunch of white spawners in there. I think that guy just dropped 2. I think one skeleton just dropped 2 of them. Yeah, he dropped 2 as well. Okay, yeah. He dropped 2 as well. Alright, that guy dropped 1. I was like, damn, did they just all drop 2 now with looting 4? Was that all I needed? So it had infinite water but acted like liquid meat. Very good bug, now gone. Rip. Okay, now we got 8 weak blood shards. We'll use one of these to make bloodstone bricks, or bloodstone tiles. I think it's just the tiles directly. No, where's the bloodstone bricks? I don't remember. What block is this? Yeah, that's a brick. It's definitely a brick. Yeah. I said to look at it visually and see if it was smooth or not. I want to say this is a tier 5 altar already now, technically. And then so I just need the crystal bricks from the specialty structures to get it. Yeah. Master's Blood Orb, so weak blood shard, tier 4, 40,000 LP. This guy is 10 right now. I wonder if I could just feed it enough. Outpace this. With no, like, additional upgrades of any kind. You need a lot of LP capacity. We do this manually. I'm having an odd feeling that I'm probably not going to be able to get enough blood into this guy. A wee ball moment, true. I want to say we're decently into it already. There it is. Yeah, see? No capacity needed. Master's Blood Orb. It's always funny whenever you do things like that. Just a little bit of brute forcing, you know? Just gonna get some stone. Make a sleep. Pull this guy all the way up while this guy's going. The issue with this version is it doesn't remember your progress if the altar hits 0. Wait, it doesn't? It doesn't do like that drain where it just slowly loses progress by whatever your altar drain speed is? That's how it normally works, right? And then as long as you start supplying blood again, it like recovers it. So you only lose whatever it drained the difference for. That's pain. So if it ever hits 0, it's just a full reset of my craft. That's good to know. Loses progress way faster than you fill it up? Ah, okay. Okay. Should be the last tier of slate I need, I think. I think the next one's the right one. Is it worth upgrading to this dagger? I want to say that that dagger provides more blood per like sacrifice by like a good amount. But it comes with like, it makes you like bleed and gives you negative effects occasionally. But I think it's better. I want to say it's better. Okay. It's better, yeah, but with side effects? Yeah. I thought. Maybe I'll make it. 7 glass shards. That's easy. Glass. I would just focus on passiving the slates, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to. Soon, hopefully. But while I do this stuff manually, I think I'd rather try and improve my quality of life with it at least a little bit. Give him a higher tier one. There we go. Oh, I was like, wait, why did I keep my sacrificial dagger? It's because it gave me a new one. Okay, how much do I get per shank? Oh, that was 500. That was almost 10 times better. Yeah, that's way better. That's not even close. Like the little bleeding effect or whatever that it gave me, that's not even a problem compared to getting almost 10 times more. Yeah, no, that's a vibe. Okay. An Archmage Blood Orb. So, it's only 80,000 LP. Yeah, bleeding doesn't matter when we have regen and liquid meat. Exactly, yeah. So, think we can run an 80,000 one at 10k? Think we just ball with it? I think we ball with it. I think we at least try, just because, like, we lose nothing. Okay. I'm thinking this one's not gonna happen. It's training too fast. Oh, wait. Oh, you haven't eaten 100 foods yet and made all canisters? No. I haven't really focused on it much. So I only have, I'm just barely into blue hearts. I think I have like, what, 47 hearts, I think? And that's mostly because you get quite a few from the Ring of Odin. I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't know what my progress is, but... No! No! We couldn't get enough. No, my Hydra Heart wasn't in my hotbar. No wonder! 12 away from 120 foods for more hearts now. Nice. This does do occasionally more damage than I expected to. And it tastes pretty good whenever that happens. Oh my god, we got it! Hey, I'm kind of impressed, honestly. I wonder how many people make their Archmage Blood Orb on a default capacity altar. Probably not many. Demonic Sleet. Outspeeding the progress loss. I know, that's what was most impressive to me. I was like, oh, it's doomed. And I was like, you know what? I'll keep going anyways. I figured it was worth a shot. I'm very surprised that I was able to catch it back up and then still finish. This guy's pretty easy. He's only 30k. Eat a golden apple. Nice, that was easy. Ah, gosh. I'm dying. My vengeance key. Bruh. Really? See, that is why that's why Lashmac cheesed the monument with the with an Ender Pearl. Bruh. I don't want 8 million LP worth of stuff to get access to the Will Crystal Monolith. Whenever I first read it, I thought that was 100k each. And I was like, oh, that's not crazy. Yeah. Cause I saw 100k each, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of surprised that Lashmac would skip that. You know, like normally he would have an issue with something like that. And I felt like last time I played, whenever I looked at it, it was only 100K, and I was like, that's high, but it's not crazy. But a million is pretty nuts because you need 8 of them, so you're dropping 8 million LP on just getting the Vengeance Key. So then you get the reusables from the altar, and then see, but then the thing that you do later for your second key that you need 5 of instead of 8, those are 100K. Wait, wait, this doesn't feel reasonable. I feel like these should have been the 1 million ones because they're after you get to they're after you get into the monolith. That seems more reasonable. That's like, you're further progressed at that point. How do I get 8 million blood? Oh my god. Um, it's hurting me. Bound blade. I was like, what is damaging me? My LP system ran out. Have you already done it? If so, how did you manage? Like the LP harvester or whatever, it seems cool and all, but like that is way too slow. Actually, hold on. Does the structure itself, did it have like a speed up thing? An Omethal containment stone. 5x is the output. That's it. Axiom and an Omethal energy container. Mm, so kind of annoying that I'd have to do all their Necronomicons and stuff. The blood thing, nope, I haven't gotten deep into blood magic yet. I'm doing Domcraft and Astral. Ah, I see. Fair enough, fair enough. I just wanted to get to my max-sized altars. Hmm. Is killing a villager with the sacrificial dagger still 2 million or 2,000 blood, I wonder? Um, This guy. This is an iron sword. We're gonna go and test. Because I remember it would just be a one shot, and you'd get 2,000 like life essence or whatever LP whenever you would kill a villager over one. It's fine. How many subs for an Ara? I don't know. I don't think you could do it, especially not while I'm sick. I can't even like think of how I would do that, like mentally. God, the coffee's killing me so much. Grab an imprisonment tool. We're gonna go and switch out the imprisonment tool on this guy as well. Should have a villager in here still, right? Or do we still have our villager spawn over here? No. They're over here still. Like, there it is. Like we have villagers at the spawn for sure. Can you get off that? Alright, buddy, I'm bringing you. Gotta go and see how much he gives me whenever I kill him. So we're at 4.9 thousand. So 6.7. So he gave me like 1800. 1800 LP is pretty good per villager. Then I could put him in a duplicator that has range and speed as well, so I'd get a lot of them. Could actually do the soul shard spawners too. I don't know how they work. I haven't used them before. A soul cage, essence of darkness, sable fabric. I can do QBD core. Okay. Otherworldly tears. It requires a distillery, which is gonna need an altar for bewitchment with cloudy oil. I can still do that. That's still manageable. Severance reagent. Okay, I just need a common with 800 or more will, and it only drains 70. That's fine. And then a dreadium plate. Okay, I think I actually have everything for a few of these. We need what, 4 per soul cage? I'm just contemplating what the like how good they are. It says that they're the fastest, and I assume a tier 5 is the absolute best. I wonder if they could do villagers. Sacrificial dagger, or the dagger of sacrifice, doesn't have any durability either. So in theory, I would just be able to use a mob imprisonment gun at no issue. What am I hearing? Where's the villager? Did it spawn villagers below my thing? Oops, I jumped again. How did you guys get down here? How does this happen? Taking you, and you're just gonna have to die here, man. I yoinked him actually. I forgot I could do that. Well, now he's gonna be stuck in there until I remember how to spit him back out again. Always a fun time. Okay. Let's spawn this guy in just to double check again. 6774 8664. Okay, so 1900. So 1900 exactly, with no no additional anything either. That's pretty good. That's pretty good per villager, and I'm pretty sure it could get sacrificed by a mechanical user using the dagger sacrifice too. I want to say they can be up to like 5 blocks away from the altar as well. How much mob essence do we have, and how much does it take to spawn in one villager? These are the questions. Also, why do I hear another villager? How are you here? Hmm. Interesting. My other mob spawning options be for this? Or my other blood generation options? Digital Agonizer, but that would require me to go through all of that mod. All of DML. Or just spawn in villagers. This is where the multi-altars really come in, huh? You have an altar that you sacrifice villagers to at all times, and then that builds up a massive blood buffer for you. Because I guess that's something we can test real fast. Gargantuan. Um, oh, I forgot that this is actually like fill speed limited. Um, Charging rune. Interesting. It makes charges and those are consumed instead for instant recipes. Sounds kind of neat. Displacement rune. I wish I knew how much each one was. Displacement rune, blood magic. Multiplicative increase of transfer in and out of the altar by 20% for each tier. What did they actually say? Hmm. Hmm. I actually think the test locator might lose on this. This might be better with just a normal fluid pipe. Okay, they're the same speed. I was just curious if that was if that was having an issue because the test locator's like speeding out, but oh, actually, I'm curious. We give this guy. I always type in gold whenever I try to look up glowstone. I don't understand. Give him the full speed upgrades. Does this do anything? No. Hmm. Fluid conduit's the same. What do you mean? Oh, for the speed in out. Yeah, for this. I was curious because whenever I was looking, people were saying that it should be able to do 20 millibuckets per tick, but it's doing 20 millibuckets per second. They're saying like the default is normally 20 millibuckets per tick though that you can transfer, which should, like that wouldn't be bad. That'd be 400 millibuckets a second instead. So just 20 millibuckets a second only feels drastically slower than what other people were talking about. So I was curious if it was just a desiccator, but the fluid pipes are the same currently. How fast does the pipe in? Same speed as it comes out. Mm. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely need these. So I need imbued slates. How many of these do I need? I guess we could start out with 8. 8 imbued slates to make the first guy, to just do the first layer out of displacement runes. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. So irritating. I hate being sick so much. Okay, let's grab a crate. It could have actually just been a normal chest too, but it's fine. Let's get a conduit. Ah, screw it. So I'll put these in here just to give them full upgrade, just to guarantee you can do a whole stack at once. So both these are going to be extract insert. And then it should be a simple matter of getting some filters. Actually, you probably just put 2 filters on this guy every time. And then just adjust these as needed for whatever slate type you want. So our insert filter is just going to be stone for now. And then our extract filter will be the imbued slates. Pretty easy. Stop that. Start giving this guy some juice first. And then it should be a simple matter of this guy always active, this guy always active as well. And if I throw in all 8 stone at once, it should yoink all 8 stone. And then stack it, yeah. So it's working on 8 stone at one time. So still do all 8 slates at once. And so I just have to sit here and do blood until it finishes. Actually, I guess we'll look up speed runes while we're doing this. Do we have other runes in here, I wonder? Okay, so acceleration runes are actually probably those probably also increase the output speed of a displacement rune. So whenever people are saying 20 millibuckets a tick, they're talking about 20 millibuckets an alter tick. Based on the fact that the cap of these acceleration runes is 19, it probably every single one reduces the amount that it takes for an alter tick by 1 actual tick. So from 20 ticks, a full second, all the way down to a singular tick, a 20th of a second. That makes sense. Also, whenever it does this bleeding effect on me, as I'm actively bleeding, it keeps inputting life essence into the altar, which is convenient. Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay. But yeah, so that makes sense. So the acceleration runes will be needed for, like, that's a general speed of everything. Bleeding when you actually want to bleed. True. What do these guys cost? Demonic slates? The speed runes in the first place as well. Just a bunch of blank slates. We should probably do a bunch of speed runes. Ouch. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot of blood production. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. It's gonna need quite a lot. I figure getting a bunch of acceleration runes and speed runes and stuff on this guy, so that we can start some level of, like, slates would be pretty nice. I'm figuring, I guess maybe just villagers getting whacked by a mechanical user with sacrificial daggers could go pretty good. Because the spawn rate of the villagers is very high. And each one dying giving 1900, and that's with no sacrificial upgrades or anything, is pretty good. I'm not sure how it compares to the rituals. Because there's a ritual that, yeah, this one. Yeah, it says just, this one just insta-kills them. What's this visual? Oh, that's easy too. Maybe we do that. Maybe we set the ritual up underneath this guy. And just make a cursed earth farm underneath that. Actually, is cursed earth probably doesn't work with that now that I think about it. Because I think the ritual of, the ritual, or the Well of Suffering ritual, which is like the older one, I'm pretty sure this one doesn't work on cursed earth mobs. I'm not sure. Quick little check. People are saying cursed earth works fine. Oh wait, actually, maybe not. Our slate should be finishing soon, thankfully. Should be finished soon. Almost there, yep. And then this will give me some displacement, guys. Oh, there they are. Good slates. So now, in hindsight, in the same duration that I spent doing all of these, I could have made enough of the blank slates to make like 32 speed upgrades. Maybe that's what I should have been doing with my time. This guy take demonic slates and speed runes already. Yeah, because the speed runes take 2 blank slates each. So if I did like a stack of them, that'd only be 64,000 blood, which isn't bad. It's kind of slow, but that'd give me 32 speed runes, which is a pretty significant amount. Let's make our displacement runes though. Gonna drop a bunch of water buckets on the floor. Let's just do these 4 for now. Now it does like 41 per, I think. Yes. So 4 of them, it does 41 each time. Yeah, that makes sense for multiplicative scaling. And we break these. No, my liquid meat. Don't put normal runes back there. Damn it. Now it does 85 per? Yes. Okay. Okay, that's getting better. It's not great though, thinking about it, but like it's not horrible anymore at least. Put this guy to output back in. So let's do. I'm just gonna do a quick 8 of the normal slates again. Blank slate. Okay. I should yoink the 8 stone. Do a little janky shanky. There we go. Like so we're gonna do 8 blank slates so we can start with 4 speed runes first. And then we'll use the speeds to make more speeds quicker. Because I don't want to wait forever on this. We'll make some more speeds. We'll get that started so that we can make the other slates quicker. As we make more slates, we will make some of the acceleration runes, which will then make all of the operations faster. And then I just want to get this to a point where we can pull out blood extremely quickly and put in blood extremely quickly. I wonder what the speed of a fluid test locator is. Whenever it's like maxed out with its glowstone and diamonds. I'm not sure how many millibuckets a tick that actually goes. Should be the slates. Nice. Okay. Throw these in here. Gonna get a few stacks of these and throw them in the system. Okay, that'll make us 4 speedrunes. Now with these, we're gonna do 10 more. Figure doing 10 because that's how much I can just fit to guarantee that there's enough essence in the altar without having to micromanage it. It's nice. Not bad though. It's crafting a bit quicker now. 80% quicker supposedly. Perfect. That's our 10 guys back out. Some more speedrunes. Oh, didn't mean to get rid of my stone. Fill this guy back up. Gonna throw 10 more in here now. How much faster are these ones gonna go, I wonder? It's going pretty fast now. I'm thinking maybe we fill out this whole layer with them. So we need 1. We need 11 more. 11 more speedruns. That gives us 20 in total. I think it's fine. In there. Pretty sure that I'll actually just double that. I think it'll still maintain the progress it already had and then still go forward. So we just need to do the extra 10k. That'll make us 20 more of these, and that'll give us 30. That gives us 15 speed upgrades worth. Slates, which isn't bad. Make 11, or actually we'll make all 15, because we're going to need speed upgrades to make the displacement upgrades. Or the acceleration upgrades, I mean. Acceleration runes. Technically 19 of those, apparently. Is the play, at least. Perfect. All these in here. Speed runes. Make all 15. Finish out this row. Put the extras away. And how do I make? How do I get it corrupted and get corrupted essence? Okay, that's easy. Vile dust, that's easy. So the essences of darkness. So if I got enough for just one of these cages. It's not even that bad, right? Yeah, like, it's really not. The most annoying part will be the distillery. I'll need to set up like a small witchery or a bewitchment thing, I mean. There we go, fill my personal LP system a bit. It's actually, speaking of which, put away this, put away this ethereal slate I have, put away the dagger of sacrifice, put away these guys, put away our old orbs. We just kind of don't really need right now with this. What's the limit on our greater gem again? Demon wool crystals. Which means we'd need a Tartaric and everything set up. I'll worry about that later. Okay. Distillery. Altar from Bewitchment. We need Elderwood, which we have. Perfect. Where's our Bewitchment section in here? Okay, pretty basic system, sounds like. We need some jars, some salt. Jars. Some stone, some elderwood. A bit of pure flukes. Perfect. Just white garbage should be fine. Oh, this is something actually that we can do in the base on our magic floor. I think we should have a corner open in here, right? Well, technically not, because this corner is being partially used. It can be shared with the second Thaumcraft corner, though. Oh, actually, this is gonna require a lot of things, isn't it? Around it. I forget how far a Bewitchment Altar's energy generation range is. It's an altar. Mm. I actually think it's gonna need too much nonsense around it. It'll get put over here for now. Great. Ah, Maria. What a fun effect this one is. Okay. Let's check, yeah, our claims go plenty this way. Just be here. So it generates moderately slowly for now. Okay. Athane. I don't know if the different candelabras are doing anything. It doesn't really look like it. Okay, the goblet did add more at least. And what? It just needs like plants and stuff around? Is there a limit on like... I do know that there's a thing called a statue for bewitchment too. Bottle of blood. So a distillery, which requires power from an altar with hearts and glass bottles. So my distillery. Blaze powder. Bottles. I want to say I've got some hearts, right? Yeah. Not a ton of them, but some. These are demon hearts. Okay, I see. Oh, I get a normal heart. I can trade with the hedge witch for it. I can transpose life essence over onto one. Hedge witch might be easy. Already have some hedge witches, I think, in our stuff. We might be able to just check and see if they have the trade. Oh, this guy doesn't. I should manually check a hedge witch for it, actually. I want to say I have an extra hedge witch as one of these villagers. Come here, come back. Come on. No, okay. Surprising. I thought one of those was a hedge witch. I guess it could technically be the one I put in the mob duplicator up here. Nope. It's crystallizer. Spawning down there too. God. Yeah, this guy ran out of power because I forgot he's not connected to the proper line anymore. Well, there's Hedge Witch. Craftsman. Sage. Just 2 goobers. Another hedge witch. Dang, drive's full, huh? Oh, 307,000 Fluke Zest. That makes sense. So I can increase their level even more. Hoping they provide a heart trade. Oh, perfect. Okay, they do. Very nice. Okay. Extra one. We're gonna yoink both of these. Okay. I'll put these guys up. Go in here with the other ones. Okay, perfect. We'll eat one of these hearts. Just because I can. Well, apparently I can't. Hopefully this has enough stuff in it to work. Energy's getting used up. It's definitely gonna make at least 2 bottles worth though. Or like 2 crafts worth, I mean. Very dizzy. I was gonna get milk, but it's already gonna go away soon. Okay. You can see a few sets of blood. So I don't know if there's a limit on how many statues you can use. All the hellfire is kind of a pain. Dragon's blood resin. Do all of these take bottled hellfire? Okay, yeah, so they're all gonna take some form of bottled hellfire. So fire ingot, some tallow, some dragon's blood resin in the distillery. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Um, okay. I figured I wouldn't have any tallow already. Cauldron with some rotten flesh will make some tallow. Let's get tallow as a byproduct from any of the foods. Cauldron. Make our witch's oven too. do rotten flesh. Do flesh. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure we have quite a bit in here. This probably needs water, huh? Actually, that makes sense. I wonder if this guy will do it. Nope. Ooh. Actually, mech user. We'll actually leave that in there. I don't know why, but click this guy. Use item on block. Activate block with item is actually what it's supposed to be. Oops. Now whenever this guy is out of water, if he ever runs out of water, I'm actually not sure. Why not? Uh, Magma block. Oh, turn this guy off. Thinking about it. This guy's definitely close enough, right? It says it'll spit it out automatically. Feel like it should have already spit it out by then now. Petrol inventory problems, I swear. Come on, man. Activate block with item, advertise enemy. Okay. This should start boiling. Okay, yeah, it must have just been too far from the altar, I guess. Very simple setup. Requires some tallow. And we just need some dragon's blood. Which I think we actually have. I'm very surprised we don't have dragon's blood resin. I felt like I crafted it at some point, or not that I crafted it, that I traded for it at some point. I think we get it from you can just get it from a hedge witch as well, right? Oh, an alchemist. Yeah, put away those. Put away those for now. That. God. Just to double check, the hedge witch doesn't have an option for it, right? Should be one of these last two. Wait, actually, that's huge. We're taking that. I keep getting like nausea and stuff all the time from the Thaumcraft things. If this bauble can block that, that's a win. Okay. So we need an alchemist. I don't want to displace the alchemist that I already have from the little containers for now. Actually, I guess I could, honestly. It's not that bad. I'm just going to hand do some. Where are you ranking this guy? Because I'm pretty sure I saw him have it. Or I looked earlier. Grab some emeralds preemptively. Yep, I did see it. Close out, wait for him to do his little restock thing. Grab him, put him back in his thing. He's back in this one. A stone ichor trade. Okay. We're also gonna go over here and then take those random glass bottles out that are in there on accident now. Gosh. Okay. Alright, now we should be able to make some bottled hellfire, and I wanna say then the statues can make they're like a multiplier upgrade. And then the best part, I don't even remember why I did all this. What do I even need something for bewitchment for? Okay, the cage. We wanted otherworldly tears. That's what it was. I was like, what did, why am I even here? Why, how did this even happen? Yeah, the witch's oven will need to go as well and melt ice vendor. Oh, actually, shulker shells is best case. Move this guy over too. Usage on him. Nice, he doesn't have anything advanced about him. Just any kind of fuel. We'll feed him. Oh, not blaze powder, I guess. Well, it is. Stack of empty jars, sure. Then shulkers. I want to say I grabbed some. Yeah. Okay. That'll make the dimensional sand. Dimensional sand in a distillery with glowstone, ender pearls, and cloudy oil will make the otherworldly tears. Let's go and do this one was real fast. Bottled hellfire, fire ungut tallow, glass bottles, dragon blood. Put this back in there too. Bottled hellfire. Okay. These guys in here, and then let's use this bottled hellfire to make a Lilith statue, I guess. It's because it's here. I think I would just put this guy here. These not multiplier statues? I swear the Lilith statues did like a multiplier effect for this. Or like all of the Bewitchment statues did. I don't remember enough though. Okay, it added a lot to my total that I can acquire. You know, actually, I think I remember it does a Wither Skull. I think so. Ah, a Wither Skull's a multiplier in our generation. Now it's going up while it's still doing its activities. Perfect. That's literally all we wanted. We'll use these. Shoot. Is there anything else I need this for? Oh damn, we're gonna have to automate this. If we want automated stellar capacitors at least. My fucking god, man. I want a gold statue, but yeah, we'll do this one. We can't, we need liquid witchcraft. Alright, well, gold hern statue it is. So from what, like 450, 458 to... Really, that'll work, right? Okay. If I set it to the side specifically to essentially touch it, it'll work. 650. I'm surprised that hurts you. Nether brick Moloch statue. Another brick hern statue as well. And 14. I don't know how to increase my actual generation more. Actually, thinking about it, is there more in here? Oh, neat. I was curious about if Frostfire ever went out. I was talking about that like a week and a half ago. Perpetualized. Can make it into other things. I'll need it for stuff later as well at some point. That's fine. I'll worry about that later. Just curious on what all these altars do now. One makes a Horcrux. Advanced Mythic Electronic Circuits. Okay. Interesting. Okay, those are all rituals. I don't know if I need to deal with any of those right now. I think I will later, but I don't think I need to worry about any of those. We'll not worry about more of the statues or anything either. I think this will be fun. Let's put all this stuff away. Let's take out exactly what exactly what we need. Okay, so we want Soul Cage. So we'll mark that one with A. Essence of Darkness. If we made just one Soul Cage, that wouldn't be bad. I probably want more than that. I need otherworldly tears. We do a stack worth, that gives us enough for 16 soul cages. We do stack worth of items because we'll need 4 essence of darkness for each one. That's fine. So we'll try to do a stack worth of everything. So a stack of otherworldly tears, so a stack of dimensional sand, a stack of ender pearls, a stack of glowstone, a stack of cloudy oil. Cloudy oil, witch's oven with any kind of sapling and jars. That's our stack there. Sapling. Jungle, just because I saw it specifically. It's not a 100% chance. Not a super low chance either, but it's definitely not 100. Okay, sweet. That's our stack of cloudy oil we need. Let's put the excess. Wood ash too. I don't know if I need it for something, but probably eventually. Okay. Stack of ender pearls, stack of glowstone. Cloudy oil, glowstone dust, ender pearls, dimensional sand. This will be otherworldly tears. Yep. Nice. And it looks like we have plenty of generation for this to just keep going on repeat too. Okay. That's gonna be a stack of those. What else do we need now? Stable fabric. Stable fabric is like world thread. We can just find in the dimensional doors, and we do have a dislocator now, so I'm not that worried about cruising around in there anymore. We have Soak Touch 2, so we can just pick up world stuff. Although I don't think we get any world thread that way. So let's go and find a dimensional door. Scared me. I thought it was a dragon for a second. I'm like, how is there possibly a dragon right here? I'm like, I've lived here for so long. I've gone this way like a million times. There's one. Oh. I'm in limbo now. I want to be in limbo. I guess we needed some of this anyways. I don't think there's anything else we can find in Limbo, right? There's anything else neat in here? There's those guys, or if you look at them, they like mess you up. What happened if I keep staring at him? Gonna hurt me? Oh no, he just re-teleports me back to the top. Nice. Can I kill him? Oh, doesn't really seem like it. And I'm back up. Okay. So maybe I should have just tried to run across the little thing. But I decided to try and break out of it instead. And apparently there was a bunch of TNT set up for exactly people like me. What's this building? Electro blobs. Human altar. Okay. Need more dimensional doors now. Cause yeah, how bad is this to make? Okay, I can use just normal fabric of reality on that too. I could dye it. Hmm. Contemplating, it's all worth it or not. Why is my HP not doing? There we go. So it was just a visual bug. I'm like, why is my HP not adjusting back properly? Why? It just takes a little bit of life essence. What's refined life essence take? Interesting. The cobble spawner tower on top of a meteor. Fair enough. Steel fabric do I already have? I guess I only need enough for one of these right now. I just want to make the more annoying things all like in mass, but I should need to hunt for more of this. Not yet, at least. Yeah, let's just go back to base. I got some more of that too. By the way, the rose bush. The other Tartaric gem I have is still sitting inside the Hellfire Forge. Okay. like this. Click this guy. Put both these patterns in. Corallium infused. And just make 1,000 of it. This smelts into a pearl. The ore itself is also needed for a couple of things. Take a stack for now. Smelting this one. Technically, just these will be plenty for now. Cores. All those. By the way, the 2 extras. Okay. So we got the QBD cores we need. Let's make our stable fabrics. 4. Arcane Ash. Need 4 of those as well. That's fine. Dreadium plates. We need Dreadium cloth. 4 of this. Dreadium plates. 4 of this. And then severance stuff. So this is going to require a decent amount of will. And then our otherworldly tears bottles. Easy. And arcane ashes. So we need 4 ashes and 4 like severance reagent. I'm like I know I can do this all at once. These guys here. I think I left my other gem in here. I want to say I did. Move this guy over for now. Let's go back on over to the nether roof. Yeah. So with that one with 500 will in it, he does 13 damage now. I think nether is the best option for this. Nice, yeah, Embreaks give a lot. Hellcats should give a lot too. Yep, tons. Sweet. We should grab one of these so we can auto spawn it. For will production. Level 24, this guy's max. Actually don't like fighting those wildfires. They're annoying. They're more annoying than they're worth. Let's Pigatron and make it for now. Come on, Ghast. You know what? Die. I got tagged by the Arctic thing. Got this little hell spot, kill him. He got hit by the Arctic thing and frozen too. Okay, that's good enough. Filled up the one gem, we got an extra 80 in this one too. Okay. Let's put away some of the extra just things we got that we don't actually need on us. Those. Alright. Go up here. Arcane Ashes, we need 4. Bone meal, redstone, gunpowder, coal. Powder, 4. Bone meal. Put our Tartaric in there. Okay. That'll make us our 4 sets of things. Ashes. These don't stack, I forgot, so I'll take them out individually. Severance reagent. Ender pearl, I've entered gold. Okay, that's all the arcane ashes. Put these guys in here. Take the extra redstone out. Pink. Nice, and these stack too. So, and we just need an alchemy table. Not the way I expected this to place. Fine by me, I guess, but it is a little weird. Darkness. We need a bunch of LP as well. What's the divination sigil take? Just to let me see how much LP I have on my network. We'll need to use our arcane ash, our extra one that we use for crafting. So we start with the redstone, put a blank slate on it. Okay, that's not too bad. Kind of Actually, we can just use one of these ashes thinking about it. Doesn't really matter. The durability is going to get fixed immediately by repair talisman anyways. So it's, I think it's a redstone first and then a blank slate, yeah. Divination sigil, 7,400. 7,600. So I get 200 per like chomp. Or I can just put it in there and then drain it super fast. And also I get more life per. I think I need 40,000 in my blood network. This takes 10 ticks and it uses 1,000 per tick, yeah, so it's 10k per. Perfect. That should be enough. That's darkness. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I thought this was going to be more of a pain than it was to make. Oh, I need these for. Use them for one warper later. Callstone later. And then these guys. Vile dust, it's a corrupted essence, we can just craft. Make the 4 of that we need. Oh, that's per. We'll just make a stack of it. We'll just smelt the sack of soul sand too. One more run. The soul sand in there too. We'll just keep going. Corrupted ingots. Oh my god, are those different things? I have by pure chance clicked on the Essence of Darkness all 4 times to make the soul cage. I have not realized that there's different essences. God damn it. The best part, the only difference between them is the reagent. Damn it. That's so much sadness. Hiyara for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Always sucks whenever you do things like that on accident. Didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. I can't believe I'd always clicked on the right one. So that I never saw the difference. And they don't visually look that much different, so I couldn't tell, unfortunately. Just go and pick up some string directly to be able to pull out full inventory worth right here. We have 129,000 in there. That's I think that's plenty. Okay. Didn't mean to put away my divination sigil. I want that back. Okay, so we're gonna actually need some more corrupted ingots too. How many of those do we got? Okay, we have enough of those. Nice. Oh no, we won't. They're for the actual spot. I'm dumb. It's fine. So we need all of these now. So Essence of Darkness is good. I guess everything else is pretty easy. The only difference is the reagents. So this one's a Blood Lamp reagent. This one's a Void reagent. This one's a Swimming reagent. Everything else is static between them. So let's make 3 more of these. Three more Dreadium plates. Dreadium is one of the seeds I have, yeah, okay. Otherworldly Tear bottles. QBDs. What am I missing? Arcane Ashes. So then 3 more sets of Arcane Ashes, and then we make 1 of each reagent as well. God, the other reagents are actually easier to make. I chose like the one that cost the most. About 70 each. It's funny. We'll have extras for later at some point, which is cool, but actually I already I remember what it took. 3 gunpowder, 3 bone meal, 3 cool. This will be our 3 arcane ashes we need again. Glowstone torch, 2 redstone. Also, it's gonna be a double reagent. Interesting, sugar and water. We'll do that one first. Sugar. I do have some prismarine in the system. A fish of any kind. Fish, okay, that works. Thank you, Maria, for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We need a glass bottle. Alright, perfect. That'll make that one. 2 string, a gunpowder, and a bucket. Hey, what's up? Not much, not much. Just kind of chilling. Slowly but surely making it through Blood Magic today. A little bit sick, so being a bit slow, but all in all, it's going okay. How's your day going? That's the Void reagent. Glowstone, redstone, torch. Pretty gold. Nice, nice. How's the stream going? That's going pretty good, I'd say. Not been too bad. Oh, that's gonna be a problem, right? I'm amazed that didn't kill me. I didn't think I had enough blood in my altar. Wait, I still have 38k. How do I have so much still? I don't know. I was pretty sure I used like, these ones only cost 1,000. That's why. These ones are cheap. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I'm having an alright time. Okay, less alright now that I'm dying again, but it could be worse. Okay, not much worse, but it could be worse. Where is that one? I want to say the task was in here. No rewards for it. Unfortunate. Soul shard. Glowstone block, quartz blocks, obsidian blocks. Okay. Glowstone block, quartz block, How long's you been streaming? Like 5 or so years. Okay, and then I use a diamond on the center. That's what it was. Perfect. Unbound soul shard. Now I need a mob. What kind of mob do I want to spawn? I guess it's gonna be something I can kill a lot of too. Probably something I'll throw in like this spawner, I guess, and then manual kill. One of these. Could do slimes because they spawn so many already intrinsically. Yeah, maybe slimes is a play. Turn this guy off. I don't know how to bind this. Okay, that works. So you just have to have it, and then if you kill a mob, it yoinks it. So it binds to naturally. What's your favorite game? Mine's CS2. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I play quite a few games. I like all of them quite a lot. I don't really know if I have a favorite, to be honest. This one's only tier 1, yeah, so we need to kill, I guess, 1,024 guys to get it all the way up. No, I'm sorry. I don't need or really want any art for the channel right now. Keep clicking this on accident. Just give me a chance to do my best. No, I'm sorry. I'm just not looking for any. If I was to get any art done, I already have people who I would contact for it. I apologize. This better spawn really well. I'm putting all this in to go for it. A little bit of lag there. Trying to tell if it's just my side. Yeah, it's just my side. Serves one. Interesting. Show my work those I made for other streamers. No, I'm okay. Sorry. Okay, the slime slaughter continues. wonder how many slimes this thing's gonna spawn. How many slimes am I signing up for right now whenever I make this soul cage and put it down? I actually kind of just want to put it down and see if it has a like a GUI or anything. No, okay. Tier 4. Yeah. So, only a bit more before tier 5. Yeah, this would be it. This takes a while. I think slimes are a good option. I could have also done a mob duplicator in a more open area with a larger like range add-on and stuff to spawn a bit more guys in. And that with anything else, and it probably still would have been fine, but 1,024 is just a lot regardless. That's always going to take a little bit of time. God, there's so many spirits in here now. Get out of the way, spirits. What a tangent overall that we've gone on just to get just because I'm preemptively wanting to get everything together to to deal with blood. So we're doing all of this so that we could spawn these slimes in mass to then use the ritual of culling on them. Why are they not spawning? There we go. The lack of a GUI on their spawner block makes me think that there's probably not a lot of stuff I can mess with, and I don't know if I can take the gem, like the shard back out and stuff. So if you don't make it max level, then I'm not sure if you can replace it. I've never messed with the mod before though. Well, I don't know. I figure we'll just push it all the way to the tier 5 max speed, and then with slimes too, since they spawn in such varied amounts. I'm not sure if the ritual of culling just murders the top slime and then that's it, or if it's gonna spawn the baby slimes from it as well. If it spawns the baby slimes, it should be a ridiculous amount of blood. If it doesn't, then oops. There you go. Alright, got those guys stopped now too. Perfect. Back to what we were doing. Okay. Soul cage and our guy. Let's get our ritual stone and stuff that we need as well. We'll look in here. It'll be in the blood magic section. That's a greater ritual for the ritual of culling. It's fine. Perfect ritual stone. Sure. Where's our orb? Wait, where is our orb? Oh, I know where it is. We left it at the alchemy bench. Yep, there it is. Perfect ritual stone. That's fine by me. Activation crystal, lava crystal. $1,000, just fill this guy up real fast. Weak activation crystal. That's ritual stone and normal ritual stones. Ritual diviner, and then what's this guy gonna need? Awakened activation crystal, Archmage blood orb, and another star. Oh, sweet. Perfect. Got both those. Let's make our first ritual diviner. We need all of our inscriptions, so it's gonna be an obsidian, magma cream, ghast, lapis. Magma cream. Here. Lapis black. Okay. Crystal diviner. Master ritual stone, normal one. Ritual diviner, dusk. We'll need 2 dusk and 2 demonic slates. Two coal blocks. Master ritual stone is simply obsidian and some normal ones. Okay. That's fine. And how many normal ritual stones am I going to need for the ritual of culling? Should be our most useful one for now. So we need 36. So we need 40 ritual stones. Is our goal overall. Okay. So we can make plenty of these if we use some green hearts. What kind of hearts do we have left? We have 13 green hearts still. We could always get more later. We have a bunch of extra yellow hearts too. So we could use yellow hearts instead. Well, the green hearts being the extra saves me a lot of slates. It means 1 slate per 3 ritual stone only. Interesting. Yeah, we'll use the green heart recipe. That'll be the most efficient. 4 crafts of it give us 40 ritual stones, so we'll have a couple extra towards our next things. So we need 16 reinforced slates. So set our extract to reinforced slates. Stone. 16 of it. Nice. That's blank slate started. I do the reinforce. These guys only take 2k each, right? Yeah. Actually, thinking about it, only 2k each for these guys is pretty expensive. Golden apple. Nice. So 16 reinforced slates we need. Get these guys in here. Ritual stone. Perfect. 48. Master ritual stone. 1. Need 2 demonic slates for now. Ooh, I don't know if I'll be able to do 2 demonic slates. Their consumption might be a little high because it's gonna try to run the 30k very quickly. Ow. Well, I guess that was doomed to happen eventually, right? Whoops. Dang it, it didn't teleport me back either. Oh, my demonic slate's finished. Okay, nice, nice. So we got ourselves right before they went. Where's my... Interesting that that gets bobbled. Okay. Make the ritual diviner dusk. Okay, so I thought we made both of those. No matter. Okay. That unlocks all of these. Ritual of calling. Alright. What's the visual on the ritual of calling? How big is he? 9 by 3 by 9. So it's a 9 by 9 and it's only 3 blocks tall. With the Master Infusion Stone being in the center. So it's 1 block above, 1 block below it. 9 blocks wide. I think. That'll be fun. Ritual of culling. Okay. Actually, in hindsight, maybe we just do it like this. Well, now my stuff's all super scuffed. Oh, and then I clicked again. Okay, doesn't really matter. Fill this guy out. Okay, so this guy is chillin'. What is his cost, I wonder? Because I believe it would have a constant LP drain cost of some kind. I just don't know how much. Actually, I don't want it to be that low. I want it to be a little bit lower than the ritual though. I'm not sure how big of an area it's gonna spawn these slimes in. Or really honestly how big of an area this guy will cull things in either. There's a lot of unknowns right now. I'm gonna fill in that hole in the floor, no worries. I was just gonna leave this partially empty, but I don't want slimes to get stuck down here from the spawner. Thinking about it, which would be kind of a pain, so. Okay, so I think if I put this guy down, I'm pretty sure if I put a lever on him. That spawned a lot more in than I expected. It's on the right side. So, the redstone control works. That's good to know. Okay. Okay, most of this is what we can. Alright. So, I think it'll work. Kind of just need to activate it now. How much do I have in my system? 36,000? That's probably enough, right? Okay. Can confirm. Not enough. Fair enough. Let me out, please. I'm Ah. Okay. We got 50,000 now. Give that a shot, maybe? Surely this is close enough, by the way, to the altar, right? That this is gonna actually feed it blood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it works just as intended. They still drop their items on the floor. I wasn't sure if they would do that or not. On the bright side, makes a ton of blood. Tons of it. We will have to get a collector, though. Go over me. Let's move our item collector. So we're gonna have one like this. Okay, so these guys don't seem to spawn in anything specialty. What I need to check is how much of the altar, like how much for one range this actually needs. Oh, I guess it's an 11 by 11, but it's only 3 blocks tall, so it'll never accidentally pull into my stuff. Never mind. I was like, because I was like, I don't want it to pick up anything that's on me from up top. Okay, there's like no more blocks in there to me. This guy will get his very, very advanced system of he's gonna get a trash can and a Tesla locator. To be totally honest, take a stack of these and that's it. Pretty sure I already have plenty of those anyways. Just a single normal Tesla locator should be plenty as well. Yeah, it'll way outpace. Perfect. How much LP are we at already? 300k. Okay, so yeah, this is a decent stratagem for LP. Now, if I put Runes of Sacrifice on the altar, will it make my Ritual of Culling better is the question. I'm not sure. I would assume so, because I'm pretty sure the Well of Suffering would get benefits from Runes of Sacrifice. So I don't see why this wouldn't get benefits from it. Give me a marble brick. Okay. I have 500,000 LP in my system now. I think that's chilling. Does it take any LP? Just to keep going? Okay, so it does. And the amount of LP it takes is actually moderately decent too. It takes like a bit per kill, obviously. So this will be my generation altar. So I need acceleration runes. Yeah, I need acceleration runes and sacrifice runes. 19 acceleration runes to be preferred. So let's get enough stuff. We'll just make enough for 20 of these flat. Because we're going to need more later, but I'll be for this guy. I want the acceleration runes because one of the altar operations should be the input-output of blood. And I want it to output blood faster, so I think that'll be a good method. So 20 of these guys. So I need 40 blank slates and 20 demonic slates. Stone. Demonic slates will be first. Keep an eye on my personal blood network. Dude, already down to 400,000. Oh my god. It does drain my LP quite faster on that ritual. And I'm pretty sure it just kills me if I'm running the ritual and it tries to keep going. I think I just start taking damage. But because of how much it's burning here to actually do it, I think I'll just die outright if I ever run out while this ritual goes. Still the 20 slates going. So food was actually mid. I think I'm going to head out for that. Yeah. I'm think about how I'm going to do this later. I'm going to have to set up a management system so that all of my blood doesn't go to one or the other. Because I want blood going into a crafting one. And then I'm going to want blood going into one that just has my orb on it as well. That's going to be pretty important to manage. I kind of just want this to hit the next tier of slate. 40 of whatever it's going to, or 20 of whatever it's going to make. Reinforced slates, I guess. And then so I can throw my orb back in there. There it is, reinforced. Okay. It's in my hotbar. I just couldn't see it. I was like, where did it go? Okay, this guy will be gaining. He'll be gaining blood again. So I'm pretty sure this works while I'm offline. If it doesn't, we're gonna have a hell of a time. That's gonna be pretty fun. But I believe it does. I don't think my rituals and stuff will stop. I think my my personal network can still be adjusted. So I think it's gonna be it for me today. We didn't make it quite to the greatness of the tier 6 altar, unfortunately. But we did make it through a lot of it. We also messed with something we hadn't played with before, the Soul Shard stuff. So that'll be pretty cool. It's good to know for future reference on how good those are. I think tomorrow we'll be able to finish up Blood Magic, hopefully. That should be plenty whenever we set up like sacrifice runes and everything to manage all of our blood output that we need, at least for a decent amount of time. So I think that'll be the plan to finish up tomorrow. Get all of our acceleration runes and such on there. Get a bunch of sacrifice runes on there. And then that'll be our actual blood supplying altar for at least a bit. We'll build up the building. We're gonna build into we're probably just gonna stack the other two altars on top. I think they're probably just gonna have a floor per altar. One of them will be automatic slates, and the other one will be our what's it called? Our personal LP production as well, to make sure that we never accidentally run out during the rituals and such. Thank you guys so much for dropping by, though. I appreciate it. I know it's been slightly shorter streams the last few days, but I'm dying, so I think it's gonna. I think that might be for the rest of the week. Well, tomorrow I guess is the rest of the week. Hopefully I get the next video out soon too. I'm not sure if it's gonna make it out before this weekend or not, but we shall see. Been working on that too in the background. Thank you guys so much for dropping by, though. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys all next time. I'll be back tomorrow, and then it'll be back to just typical schedule soon, hopefully. Peace.